Hi there, welcome to today's video where I'll be speaking about why dentistry could be the right profession for you. There's many people out there that are currently thinking about what they should be doing in the future as a long-term career. And there's a lot of students now that are getting close to the summer exams and then thinking about what they want to do when they hit university. So let's get into it. Today I want to just go over 5 main reasons why you should do dentistry. The first one being you have a sense of empathy for your fellow human being. And people would probably say if you have that, you should become a doctor. Now, you could take both courses of action here, but I would always say dentistry, and there's no bias in this whatsoever. Wink, wink. The truth of the matter is that it comes with a lot of benefits within that empathetic state. You are helping people out for sure, but there's so many benefits that you get from being a dentist, and I'll cover those in my following 4 points. But for now, empathy is the key reason as to why you should become a dentist. You're helping people out that are in serious amounts of pain or may lack confidence with the smile that they might have, or they've just got oral diseases that they just can't live with in the current state that they're in. And you could be the person that actually helps to treat those cases and get people living a better standard of life. One really cool fact in a study that I was reading recently was that there are 3 really major pains that humans just cannot bear. One is a broken bone, another one is childbirth, and the third one, believe it or not, is actually toothache. So toothache can become very debilitating, and I remember when I was getting my wisdom teeth in, I was around 19 years old, and believe me, I was going through some really dark thoughts during that time because I was in so much pain before having it pulled out. So if you're the guy or the girl that can be out there helping treat those sort of patients that are going through insane amounts of pain, then you really will be rewarded for it, and that empathy will be rewarded as well. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you're somebody that likes to have their work pretty much timetabled out for them, you're coming in at 9, you're leaving at 5, and then you leave your worries at the door and you just come back home to your normal life, your social life and all the rest of it, then definitely dentistry is for you. Now, with medicine being the easiest thing to compare to, a lot of doctors will have the issue of working nights, working emergency hours, being on call, and then of course they have the stress of bringing home their patient interactions with them. They might be seeing patients that they're very close to falling ill or even passing away in front of their eyes, and this isn't something that is easily washed away. In fact, a lot of doctors become desensitized to it over time and start losing that empathy, so it's something to be very wary of. And as a dentist, you're probably not going to have many people dying in your chair, hopefully. So the likelihood is you'll go in, deal with patients, come out, come home, and be happy with the time that you have spare for your family and your social life. Point number 3, you are a creative individual. So somebody who likes to basically be a little bit artistic or creative with their hands, for example, or even plan certain treatments and routines out for each different patient that they might have, because every patient is so different. Everyone's teeth are unique, so you have to think of it as a sort of a planning stage as to what you're going to do with each patient, how you're going to treat them differently to the guy that might have had the same problem but you have a different mouth entirely. How do you work that out into a new treatment plan that works for them? And this is something that over time you will develop, but at the same time you will never get bored of, because you're always using a creative mindset to ensure you are delivering the right treatment for patients, but perfectly unique for each one of them. So creativity is definitely needed, especially when you're doing fillings or creating a composite bonding smile. Maybe you're thinking about doing Invisalign for a patient and you've agreed it. How do you do that? How do you plan that out for the next 14 weeks, let's say? There's so many different things that you have to think about in that creative sphere. Point number 4, if you have a business mind. So there's a lot of people out there like me that are not very creative, but we're quite business focused. So if you're thinking about being a businessman or woman, this could be ideal for you. The reason being because dentistry isn't just focused on patient well-being. It's also focused on accessibility as well for patients. You want to be able to provide clinics and care for people in different areas of the country. There's a massive dental crisis going on at the moment, which I'm sure you're all aware of, whereby there is a lack of NHS clinics available to patients and just NHS care in general. You could be the person going out there and making a business portfolio of clinics that can help deal with the crisis, offering more NHS work to patients and at the same time growing your own portfolio of assets. Now, dentistry isn't just, as I said, filling holes and creating smiles. There is more to that. You can employ people, you can create jobs, you can teach courses, you can develop your own brand. And dentistry is definitely something that opens the door for people that have that entrepreneur mindset to do that in their future career. The final point, if you like money. So if you're like me and you like your finances and you like a good level of income whereby you're going to be earning a lot more than the average in the UK, for example, if this video is kind of geared towards that, then definitely dentistry is for you. You will never ever hear of a broke dentist or a dentist that's finding life tough because of the lack of resources or funding that they might have. It's just not heard of. So I can't say the same for junior doctors, for example, just the way the government's treating them at the moment, which is terrible. But of course, with dentistry, it's completely different. You will always have patients, you will always have cases to deal with, and you will always therefore be rewarded financially for it, meaning dentistry really is a great profession to go into. So for anybody out there that's thinking about doing it and they're looking for reasons as to why, hopefully this video has helped you out. Please do like, subscribe, and comment below with your feedback. I'd like to hear whether you're choosing dentistry or medicine or anything else for that matter, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.